Hi guys, this video is about a daily walkthrough, what to do, what I do each day for the pond and the greenhouse and the whole thing. Usually each morning when I go out, I will get my tea already. I'll get some fish food and I will just slowly feeding my koi. This way you teach them to be brave and come to you. It's time consuming, but it's the best way to get to know your koi, get them to know you, and slowly building that trust. Usually though, if I'm in a hurry, I will just throw a bunch of food into the pond and I have to go. But if I have time each day, I would sit down and interact with them, feed them and watch them and see what's going on with the koi. And as time goes on, they become more closer to me, so they would actually come up to me, right next to me right now. You can tell they're right next to me right now, and they would eat the food that you throw it to them, and yeah, they would just walk around. If you walk around the pond, they will just follow right behind you. That's the way you want your koi to be brave and to know you. And that's what usually I do if I have time. Now if I don't have time though, yes, I would just have to throw a bunch of food and walk away. But that's what I do. And in the summer I will have a food dispenser, so it would like feed the koi about 6 times a day in small portions when I'm not here. But when I'm here though, I would love to interact with them, to watch them eat, to see how they do, to see the growth, to see their color, stuff like that. And this is the best part of the day. The best part of the day is to sit here and to just watch them eat and just to relax and wind down or be prepared for the day ahead. Yeah, I find this very, very relaxing. Beginning of the day or at the end of the day, I find this very, very relaxing. Okay, so once I've done that, have a chance to finish feeding the koi, I would move on into walk behind the filtration system to make sure everything is smooth running. So I build myself a pathway here so I won't step onto the pipes. So you see a bunch of pipes here. So the reason I do that because I build a pathway so I won't step into a pipe and dislodge something or something like that. So I'll walk around the pond, see how the filter's doing. They're doing good. And then up to my skimmer here. To my filter. Make sure everything is running well. It's collecting all the fish waste. Running into the grow bed here. I changed a little bit. I actually make my the pump from the bottom of the pond be on and off. So before it was on 24 hours a day. When doing that though, all of this bed will pretty much be full. But now though, what I do is I set the timer on 15 on and 15 off, and that way it allow all of this bed here to drain all the way down, and that will really help with the plants because some plants don't like the root to be wet at all times. So that way allow the plant to be exposed to the oxygen. And that's the best way to grow something actually, is not your root to be wet at all times. So that's the way I'm doing right now, and that seemed to help the pond a bit. But I know for sure in the summer and the spring it will help the plants a lot because that's what I do. I mainly grow a lot of vegetables using my koi pond here as the main source to do it. So. Okay, so here we go. still walking around, making sure everything's okay. And that is a quick walkthrough each day. And then we'll walk. Then the next step is walk into the greenhouse, making sure everything is good inside the greenhouse. Okay, making sure the plants are good. All my small pois are good. Okay, pois are good. Okay. This is the grow bed inside the greenhouse, and we eat a lot of. We grow a lot in here too. So in the winter, I don't care if it's cold outside or not. In here, it's gonna grow. Okay. And here is more koi. This is the koi the koi that's inside the greenhouse are mainly the koi that I sell. So I sell all the koi that's inside the greenhouse, and then what I do is I will feed the koi in here. But in here though, I don't have time for them to sit there and watch them. I just throw a bunch and then let them go to town. They eat a lot too. They're very aggressive in here. It's hot in here, so their metabolism is a lot faster than the one outside right now. Because right now outside is still cold. So the one outside, I feed them just a little bit, just to attract them, to watch them. But the one in here, a few handful a day, that's for sure. And then I just, and then I watch them for a bit, make sure everything's okay. And then I come here, I watch here, fish through here. Okay, make sure everything's okay. In here, and then I watch, make sure my the filter and something has looking good. And then I will actually every 2 days or so I will water all the plants inside the greenhouse using this water. This water comes from the waste from this filtration here. So the filtrations, I will turn on the valve and all the waste will come into here. And in here I have a pump. Okay, in here there's a pump that I turn the switch on right there. With the switch on, it will suck the water from this tank here, this container, and it go into this hose. From that hose, I use it to water all of my plant in the greenhouse, and I do it every 3rd day or something like that. Okay, so then what I do is, I check all my fruit trees is doing good. I'm having fruit here, having fruit here, having fruit here. Make sure they're all growing well, and then I will walk around. The reason I build my greenhouse like this is to give me a lot of I try to use as much space as I could. Everything huck against the wall, and in the middle I have a row to grow, and then I make sure I have a walkway toward around the greenhouse, so there's no waste of space at all. And I'll make sure all my plants are good, all my trees are good, and then sure. Look at this, all of this lemon in one single plant in a pot. So then make sure everything is good, and everything does look good. I walk out. If I need to top off some water for the pond, then I'll just make sure I put a timer on my phone, because I'm very forgetful. And most of the koi, people who raise koi, about a lot of death included when they turn on the water to refill their pond and they forgot to turn it off. And I have a lot of friends who experience through that. So what I do is I put a timer on my phone. So about 10 minutes or so, 15 or so, and then I turn on the the water, and then be on about 10 to 15 minutes, and I go directly. What I do is I top it off directly into here, into the skimmer. I put it in there, and that will go all the way through the system. And I don't add in any chemicals. If I top up a lot, then I will use some dechlorination, stuff like that, those chemical. But usually though, if I top up about 10 minutes or so, I don't use it. I found that my coins are okay. It just do just a little bit, since the volume of this pond is so large. And I actually connect this pond into the greenhouse too. So that helped too, because before it was not connected. So I have to top up this pond and top up this pond. And I don't like to top up before I have to top up here, and that will affect the fish because the volume in here is so small that when you top up just a little bit and you don't use any chemical to clear out the chlorine and stuff like that, that would hurt the fish. So now I connect them together, so the two systems are connected by this pipe here. This bed here, before it drained straight back to the pond, but now this bed will drain there's a pipe going right here into here. See right there. We'll go into all the tank in the greenhouse. In front of the greenhouse, you see there is a valve right there that once it hit a certain height, it will flow back and then go through the same system again back into the pond. So this water here is actually the water that is coming out from the greenhouse back to the pond. So now the two systems are connected. So what I do is when I top off some water, due to the evaporations, your plant taking up the water only from this pond. And I do about 10 to 15 minutes every day, or all the day, depend how much water I lose. And then that's it. They're all connected, so I'm not too worried about all of that, because the volume of the water is large now. The two of them combined is a lot of volume, so I'm not too worried about that. And that's pretty much it. And then if I have some more time, I'll sit down some more and I'll feed them some more, and then either I go get ready to go to work, or pick up my boys from school, or drop them off from school, stuff like that. And that's usually what I do in a day involving my koi pond and my greenhouse. In the summer though, it would be a lot more work. In the summer, I have to take care of all the plants along the side here, and I have to water them and all the stuff. So it's a bit more work than now. Now I just walk out, feed the koi a little bit, watch them, and look at the system, the filtrations, look at the greenhouse, and that's it. So if you have any questions though, let me know, and then I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Thank you guys. Bye.